Welcome back to another episode of the Canon Fodder podcast. Obviously joined with my friend here, Sims. And listen, we've actually got a little bit different. So Thierry, R.I.P., he's not actually dead, but he is in Belgium right now enjoying the time of his life. So we have to do a little substitution for the nation. And to my right, we have the GOAT, one of the best football content creators. I'm lying. But he's absolutely incredible. It's Sean! Welcome. First ever guest on the Canon Fodder podcast. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Thank you. Of course, glad to be here.
First person to get this call up, man. Let's go. I know that we got Dylan as well.
Yeah, we got Dylan as well. No one gets it.
But let's get right into it. So we weren't able to properly talk about it last week, but Chelsea sadly did win the Club World Cup. I wanted to ask you guys a question. First of all, is that a major trophy?
Of course not.
Is it not? You got a lot of flack.
You
by
tell
the way
me
for saying
because
that.
the Emirates Cup is on in 3 weeks, and I'm ready. I'm ready to celebrate if it is. If that's what we're calling a major trophy,
We'll
now,
be there no matter what.
Pre-season, like, I'm if they want to call that a major trophy, I'm ready for it.
I think what it's equivalent to is basically, you know how the Champions League was made by 92, or like how the Premier League became the Premier League in 92, before it was still the English trophy. It's basically the same thing with the Club World Cup now.
So would you consider it a major trophy then?
Yeah, because you have to win a major trophy to get into it. It's like the Super Cup. You have to win the Champions League or the Europa League to get into it.
Right.
So like, it's not like.
Did you know that it's every 4 years as well?
Yeah,
so they're going to be champions for 4 years.
orange thing
Yeah.
on their back. Oh gosh, I hate these man.
Bro.
But
I couldn't care less. I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less.
I don't give a toss, you know.
Yeah, the badge.
It's just the fact that they got the badge on their shirt.
it's just that's the thing. That
Gold doesn't even go with blue. Like gold goes with red. It doesn't even go. It will look dead on the kit.
But is Chelsea
Like,
catching up to Arsenal? That's the real question. Because
they're getting there.
that's
Slowly
the
catching
issue.
up.
That's the issue. Because it technically counts as a trophy. So
Yeah, of course
they're
it
getting
counts as a
closer
trophy,
while we're
but
not winning.
so does the
anything.
Emirates Cup count as a trophy, and so does the Community Shield. They count as trophies.
But is it a thing where they're getting closer, or have they overtaken us? Let's be honest. Like
Overtaken us. Well, they've obviously got a more broad trophy cabinet. They've obviously got a better range of trophies, but their history and number of trophies doesn't date back anywhere near as far as ours does. So,
But when
they're
you
not-
look at
I don't
those
care if they've
trophies
got Champions League. I don't.
no, you don't care that they have a Champions
I don't
League.
care if they got Champions. No, but that's, obviously, I'd rather them not have a Champions League.
Yeah.
I'm saying, in terms of them being a bigger club than Arsenal, I'm not hearing that Champions.
I don't
League.
think that can ever happen. I don't think they can ever be a bigger club than Arsenal, regardless of what they win.
Reckon?
I think we're just a bigger football club.
Always be a bigger
They
club.
could-
than
they
we
could
will
put-
always. It's like Man United will always
Yeah.
be a bigger club than Man City.
Exactly.
That's not going to
Oh, yeah.
change ever.
For our generation, yeah. But what about your kids or our kids or our kids' kids? Ain't
Man
that gonna
United,
change?
Man United's
You reckon, like, they won't
history
think
and
City
silverware
will-
and success will always date back further. It always will. That's just how it goes.
I'm getting a bit concerned. If I'm going to be quite honest, I think, as you said, I feel like from a global standpoint, maybe you could say that a lot of people probably know Arsenal more than Chelsea. However, trophies talk, and although you did say we maybe have a more range of trophies, 17 of them are community shields.
They have a
Just-
better range, but we have.
That's
more.
what I'm saying. So we ain't won a trophy in about 5 years, like all of that. But listen, this isn't necessarily about us with this episode. We just needed to clarify that what this actually is about, which we will lead into, is the title race, the Premier League top 4. I think this year is one of the strongest it's ever been.
I think we're going to witness history this
Yeah.
season because now if we're looking at the transfer window alone, the amount teams have been spending on, and they're spending it on really good players,
Who?
exciting players.
we
Manchester
know who.
City,
Liverpool
Liverpool, Arsenal,
now as well.
Chelsea.
Even Man United, to be honest, like they're not really in the title race conversation, for being honest. But that's 2 really good signings they made.
We're
So
going to see one of the greatest seasons of all time. Hot take.
I mean, we'll get into that.
Oh yeah, no, but we say this every year. It was like that year in 2017 when we signed Lacazette, Chelsea got Morata, and someone else got a strike, and we all thought, oh my god, like the Golden Boot race is going to
Oh,
go off.
Lukaku, yeah,
and
Lukaku, innit?
Lukaku
Yeah.
came to Man United, and then it was they all stank, didn't they? Well, not Lacazette, but yeah.
No, not Lukaku, to be fair, but I get your point.
Yeah,
but-
it wasn't what you thought it would be.
Okay, let's ask this question then, right? If we're talking about Chelsea, are Chelsea in the title race this season?
100%, in my opinion.
Are you just
In
saying
the
that because of
title
hate,
race,
though? Are you saying that because of hate, or do you genuinely?
No,
think they're in
I
the title
genuinely,
race?
I made a video saying my hot take is I think Chelsea could win, maybe do win the Premier League
Yo,
next season.
No.
Hey, what I'm saying is their team looks so strong. The way they handled that PSG side, you could say it's a pre-season trophy, whatnot. They violated them. And I think their squad is getting stronger. Their players, they're aging, like Caicedo, Enzo. They're really...
Asian.
No, as in
As
like
in,
they're
like,
getting into their.
Oh,
you know what I'm
They're,
saying?
oh,
like,
oh,
they're
okay,
gelling
okay.
together
Yeah,
really well.
yeah.
And of course, you know, the introduction of João Pedro, who honestly
The
probably...
next Jesus, get it in there quick. Just let's not even sit around
Really?
and pretend this is our night. We saw what happened with Jesus. We saw a brilliant pre-season. We saw a hat trick on his debut. We saw X, Y, Z. But we
Yeah,
know
you know.
when the lights are bright and the Premier League football, João Pedro is not going to be getting more than 14 Premier
I
League
don't
goals. That's the
agree with
reality. You think he's going to be getting more than 14 Premier League
bro,
goals?
I've been talking about João Pedro for
Alright, cool. Well, if
ages,
he
bro.
can stay injury free, maybe he's got a chance because obviously Jesus never had that kind of luck. But at the same time, I see exactly what I saw in Jesus in João Pedro.
I hear that.
So who's
But you'll see. We'll come back to this.
So that means I'm assuming Delap's on the bench then with Jackson, and even Jackson as well. Like
I think Jackson's getting sold.
Jackson's getting sold.
like-
Pack your shit.
He reeks. Yeah,
Yeah, apparently Manchester United have been linked to the move for Jackson.
Mate,
What are you saying
please,
about that?
honestly, mate,
Hoyland and
Man
Jackson
United
top.
games are going to go up in value just off of a comedy basis next season.
Hoyland and Jackson front two.
Hoyland
Two
Jackson
minutes
front
there.
two.
Yeah.
Oh my word, yeah, that could be.
Okay, cool. So you guys established that Chelsea are in the title race. In my opinion, honestly.
So, according to you.
Oh, I asked the question.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, I still need to see more. And I'm
Yeah,
not saying this from a
definitely.
hating perspective because a lot of people were ready to put them in the title race last season. And I said that, first of all, this squad is young. They've got no experience whatsoever. Same with the manager. You can't just throw them into the deep end because they've had a 10-game winning
You know
run
what? Weirdly, I'd
when
say
they've
they
beaten
do
like
have
Brentford and
experience.
Fulham.
No, weirdly, I'd say they do. They've got their captain has won the Champions League. They've got Enzo, who's a World Cup winner. No, wait, Enzo's their captain.
No,
Reece
James is the captain.
Reece
but
James is the Champions League winner. Enzo's their captain.
vice captain. But because
Because
James is always
never fit. Yeah. But there you go. There's a lot of experience coming from just those two alone. There's experience in the team. I just think, with the massive players that they've had in and out of that squad for the last 3 years, I think, like you said, they've struggled to gel, but they are starting to gel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still
100%.
don't fear them.
I mean,
if Arsenal
look-
are playing them, I'm not like, oh god, I'm not there like 45 minutes before kickoff. Like, what are we doing? I still expect us to beat them.
Yeah.
Even
Okay.
with the team we have now.
I
That's
just
fair.
want to jog everyone's memory. Remember last season in the first half, Chelsea were in the title race until they slipped off because I feel like their team wasn't good enough to sustain it.
Were they or was
But
Sky Sports
They
just
were,
trying to push
man.
that
They were
to get
top
to
two.
bring
They were
more
ahead of
excitement?
us. They were getting points. It was literally between them and Liverpool at one point. A couple points between them. That was the first half of the season. They declined, obviously, but they've become a stronger team since then. Won the Conference League. I know you can violate the Conference League. They still won it. They won the Club World Cup, competing against PSG, some of the biggest clubs in the world. They won it. So why aren't they good enough to win a Premier League?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but again, I'll go back to it. I think if that game had any kind of, obviously it had meaning, but I think PSG sit there in the 56th minute, approaching the 60th, 3-0 down. They're probably thinking, right, lads, let's, if we can get a goal, make this less embarrassing. Nice, let's not get injured. It was a decent ride. We've made some good money off this tournament, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't actually matter.
Yeah,
So
okay.
X, Y, Z. I think that's the way PSG would have looked at it. Whereas if it was a Champions League game, I think the likes of Doué and those players that have shown what they're capable of this season, they would have really come alive in that second half. But
Yeah.
the intent wasn't really there. Like all tournament, they managed to do a good job of pretending that it mattered, and obviously, just there was a lot of pretending going on. But when it actually came down to it, you could see that they're not really fussed. And I know people seem to think that Enrique was so angry that he smacked João Pedro. I'm not being funny. He touched his face, and João Pedro did the Brazilian thing of just falling over.
But okay, I'm gonna give Chelsea some credit to be honest.
Well, you give them their credit because I won't. So
yeah.
someone's got to do it. So
I don't necessarily want
Chelsea,
to, but
yeah.
one thing that I
Someone's got
will
to.
say about Chelsea is that, as you said about the Conference League, it doesn't matter what trophy or what competition they're in. If they're favourites, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna win it. Europa League, they've been in it twice, they've won it twice.
If they're favourites.
If they're favourites to win that competition,
But they weren't favourites to win
9
the Club
times out
World
of 10
Cup.
they will win it. No, but that's not what I'm saying. So for the most part, yes,
what you're saying.
they won't
they're
be
really the-
favourites, but that also puts less pressure on them because they don't necessarily need to perform to that level. When they won the Premier League with Conte, nobody was really expecting them at the beginning to win it, maybe be in and around it, but they steamrolled it. If they have they smell blood. When there's an opportunity to take over, they'll take over. But
Yeah.
that's
I know-
enough glaze for Chelsea. But,
Yeah, we need to move on from Chelsea.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
even trying to talk about them too much
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's almost like it's. Yeah.
But I've got one last question on Chelsea, and this is the last thing because it's actually quite important. Is Maresca the guy to take him to a Premier League title? Because if you ask the fan
Did
base,
he win the
it's
league with
50-50.
Leicester the year before he joined there? Did he win the league or get
championship?
promoted?
Yeah, but it was a bit.
The championship.
It wasn't a bit. It was. That's
That's basically
but,
like winning the Europa League. Like,
Yeah, but
second
he
division.
won the trophy in it. But I mean, when you ask Chelsea fans, for example, it's more time 50-50. They're still not 100% sure whether he's the guy to take them to that level. Sean, do you think that's?
I think the way he's moving at the moment, we could see it. I'm not gonna lie.
What, in terms of the market or just the football they're playing?
The football they're playing.
I'm not scared yet. So
Neither
we'll
am
see.
I.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be interesting this season.
You know what I like about Enzo Maresca? He he's very on his feet as a manager. He keeps making tactical tweaks, and that's what I like about him. That's why I think they could go far in a Premier League title race, because he's shown to be a really versatile manager. He makes those changes. He does those tactical tweaks. He's low-key a mastermind. He reminds me of Arteta a little bit. Just a little bit. Not that level.
He's not as good a coach as Arteta.
No, but I feel like there's a lot of potential in him. He reminds me of early Arteta days, if that makes sense. So they are in the title race.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
But are they fourth? Are they third? Are they second? Are they first?
I think they've got a good shot at coming in the top 4. I think obviously it's going to depend on. I mean, I don't know what Newcastle are saying for this season coming up. Obviously, they were supposed to have all of this money, but they don't really seem to spend much. There's a small chance they could lose Isak. It doesn't look like they will, but there's a small chance they could to someone. I don't really know what Newcastle have really done other than sign Elanga to go and reclaim that top 4 spot. So I can see Newcastle dropping out, if I'm honest.
They need a goalkeeper as well.
They need a goalkeeper.
Manchester United, Tottenham.
If either of them come above 8th place, I'll be shocked, to put it that way.
Wow.
So Tottenham, actually no, I can see Tottenham. I can
Tottenham,
see Tottenham in the top 10 only because Thomas Frank in the top 10. I can see Tottenham. Let's be realistic.
No.
Like,
Before like the Kudus and the Gibbs White potential and all of that stuff. Yeah,
Absolutely
I
no
was
chance.
on your wavelength. I was saying they're coming at 11th, 12th, but Thomas Frank is a good manager.
I like Thomas
I'll be
Frank,
honest.
man. I think he
He's
gets
a
you.
good manager.
He gets you competing for like a Europa League spot.
Yeah, or Conference League maybe. Like that's not. That's not even.
I guess that's huge if
Yeah,
Spurs,
I mean
like,
that's we're not violating.
Europa League.
Yeah, like it's not necessarily a
Especially
violation,
so.
but we gotta be realistic. We're from 17th. You're not gonna go from 17th to 4th, are you?
Well,
But-
I mean,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be out. Well, yeah, 17th to 4th, but it wouldn't be out of this world for them to compete for
Yeah.
Europa League, Champions League, especially with the money they spend. But I don't know, man. At the end of the day, they're like I said. I'd be shocked if they both came in the top 10, Man United and Tottenham. So I can see one of them still stinking out.
So Sims, what position?
Chelsea.
Pushing you for an answer. Yeah.
I genuinely think I'm putting Chelsea third. Call me crazy, I'm putting Chelsea third.
Wow.
And they're gonna get plus 80 points, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I back Chelsea this season. You know.
The transfer
That's my hot take. That's my hot
Third with
take.
80 points.
So you think? To be fair,
genuinely
he said
think-
So how many points are we
This
getting
is
to win
gonna
the
be.
league?
I genuinely believe this is gonna be one of the greatest.
How's that working?
This is gonna be one of the greatest title races of all time. You will see.
Who knows?
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be really close. Call me crazy. Come back to the.
I'm
end
gonna
of the
call you
season.
crazy.
Call me crazy.
Yeah.
Call me crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Third for you then.
All right, cool. For me, honestly, just because of the level and the quality, I still have them 4th. But I would say it's not going to be like a 10-point gap behind first. It'll be like a 5-point gap between.
I'd put them well above the likes of a Tottenham.
Yeah,
even with
way
Tottenham's
above
new
fifth
signings.
or
I put them
sixth.
well above the likes of a Tottenham. Even
I
with
just
Tottenham's new
don't
signings.
see them breaking in just yet.
I
man.
think
I'll be
their
honest.
biggest weakness is their centre halves.
Yes.
I think their centre halves,
sure.
Colwell and
the whole
who?
defense realistically and the goalkeeper.
I don't think it's good enough.
Yeah, it's not.
No, it's
So-
not.
And bearing in mind, this will be the first time a lot of these players have played Champions League in a long time as well.
True.
That's gonna weigh on that
Good
team. That's
point.
what I'm saying.
More games
Even-
ourselves, 8 games.
Yeah, even with the
They won't finish in
consistency.
the top 9. It'll be 30,
Yeah.
round of 32.
Even with the consistency, like I was talking about, yeah, in terms of you were mentioning like players that have won trophies. Nobody in that squad, to be fair, has won or knows what it takes to win a Premier League title, in my eyes. So, yeah, I'll say 4th. Yeah, Sean, what about you?
I think third as well. You know.
Really?
I'm not
Come
gonna
on.
lie. Yeah, I think third.
Wow.
I think third as well.
Mad. Why?
I think
But
they're
you
gonna
go for over
expose-
80 points though. They're not going to get 80 points surely. Like third.
I don't think over 80 points, but I think they finished third. I don't know about
Yeah,
the point situation, but I definitely think they finished third. I think they're going to expose a couple teams this season. I can't lie. The football that they play, and
wow.
they're not going to have any injury problems as well because they have about 50 players in their squad. So there's that as well. But no, I definitely think they're going to finish
The
third.
transfer has not been that good though to warrant like.
I think they're gonna spend a lot. They got the Club World Cup money. They're looking to. They just got the 50 M's off us for Madueke.
Yeah, for Madueke.
I think they're gonna make a few more sales.
Another 5 for Kepa as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Rodrigo's available in the market.
They spent money on João Pedro and they made back that exact amount or more than them
Yeah,
they
like
paid on
3
João
games?
Pedro. No, João Pedro's debut or
made-
first start where he
Yeah.
scored 2 goals to put them through to the final.
Yeah.
Made the money back.
Off that game alone, they made back the fee they paid for João
Yeah.
Pedro, and he
that's
made it back
fair.
for them.
That's fair play.
They basically didn't even. Yeah.
Fair play.
What about you, Dylan?
Oh,
Position.
I'll be nice and say 4th. But I can't.
Okay, so if he wasn't nice, what would you give them?
I don't know. No, they're 100% coming 4th.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you've got Arsenal, Liverpool, and City. There's no way they come anywhere above 4th. It's impossible.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into it. Maybe someone don't
There's
have.
no way. With the way City have recruited, Pep's obviously set up for a few more years at City. Liverpool, we'll get to them, and then us as well. I definitely back us over Chelsea. So yeah, I can't see them coming above 4th.
Yeah.
4th for me.
All right, cool. So let's carry on then and talk about the title race, shall we? So Well, let's actually talk about Manchester City. I think these guys, as you said, they are having an insane transfer window. Like, to get those 4 signings in the way they did, fair play.
They had to though.
Yeah.
I think you know what? At the start of the window, I'd lose my head a little bit seeing the amount of business that the likes of City and Liverpool, well, City in particular, were doing, because it just seemed so easy. But they had to get that done for the Club World Cup. There's not exactly that pressure with us,
that's
so.
true. But at the same time, they do need, like we were talking about earlier, like traffic could potentially be going back there. Like, they need to have a squad overhaul, and they've clearly done that. And I think they have a point to prove. Like, the way they defended that last title was one of the worst in history. So they have to go back with a bang. So what are we saying for Man City? Are we saying title race? Are we saying champions?
I'm saying just yet again this year, someone just get into Rodri early doors. and then like, all we see is we just see the collapse, because they brought in that other guy,
Nico Gonzalez.
whoever that is, and it changed absolutely nothing. I honestly, if I walked into this room right now, I promise you, I'd be like, and then just wonder why he's here.
You wouldn't know
I
who he
wouldn't
is?
know who he is. I wouldn't have a clue who that guy is. Yeah. So no, as long as I mean, if they've got Rodri back, there'll obviously be a problem. There'll be a problem because he clearly brings so much to their team, which I undervalued in the past. But obviously with the new signings as well, Marmoush firing.
Yeah,
they're going to be a problem, man. They'll be more of a problem than the likes of Chelsea.
Definitely. You're talking about even Rodri. I think like Rand is going to be one of the signings of the season, because what he can do, he's a baller. Because what he can do, he can be box to box, and he can also just dictate the play. And I saw that in the Club World Cup and for AC Milan. That is a guy. I don't think they need to worry about Rodri like that. Even if he were to get injured, obviously having him as a plus.
But can he play in Rodri's role?
Yeah, he did in the Club World Cup. He got,
Yeah.
I think, a man of the match. Yeah, he's class.
Where do you lot have Man City though?
Man City.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to come back to me, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna start off and say third, because I just feel like if there is gonna be a kind of 3-team title race, which we're looking at with Liverpool, Arsenal, and City, if it's gonna be that way, I feel like 2 teams will really be going for it, and then one will drastically collapse, and then the third team will come second. I think City will be that third team, but I think they'll end up coming second. Just weird feeling.
So this is the second place for Man City.
Second place, Man City. Yeah, second place. Did I say third?
You said
You said
third.
third.
I'm going with second. Yeah, second place, Man City.
Sean, I want to know your opinion. I feel like we're gonna have the same thing right now.
Second place.
I'm gonna go second place, Man City. I think, yeah. But that's my reasoning. I think there will be 2 to 3 teams, 2 teams really going for it. A team on the outside with an outside chance, and then it kind of like Liverpool the season before last, when it was us and City,
Yeah.
and then Liverpool kind of just fell off in April, and then you know what I'm saying, us and City finished miles ahead of them. But I'll go second for Man City.
I want to go next. I
next?
feel like me and Sean might be on the same page here. I think City finished 4th.
Yup.
I think they finished 4th.
Really?
I genuinely think they finished 4th. Last season they were so bad. They've lost so many games.
But-
they recruited,
Let
yeah,
him finish.
cool.
Let him cook.
They've recruited, cool. But they've lost some players as well. De Bruyne, you can say was finished, but they're still losing a lot of quality there. Ryan Cherky, very good player, but is he
forgot
going
they
to
signed him, you know.
No, but
Wow.
is he going to translate it completely into the Premier League? I think he's going to need some transitioning time. Ryan's a good player, cool. Haaland, yeah, he's going to do his thing, say no more.
What's
His thing is 30 goals a season.
Hold on, he's going to do?
He
His thing
didn't
say
get
no more.
30 last
He's
season.
scored
He didn't get
40
30
goals.
last season.
Yeah,
I
but a lot
think-
of injuries.
I
though.
think
Yeah.
Man City, they're vulnerable nowadays.
No, they're
not that
definitely vulnerable.
Manchester
No,
City
yeah,
team
no,
like they were
100%.
before. I think they're going to get good points. They're going to get good results, but I think it's going to be quite similar to last season, where they lose points where they shouldn't. Fourth place, Man City. Call me crazy again. I don't care.
You are crazy.
Call me crazy.
But go on, Sean. Do you actually agree?
I think they're gonna finish 4th as well.
Wow.
Come on, that's what I'm
That's
talking
what I'm saying.
about.
I think they're vulnerable. I honestly think they're vulnerable. You see how we tore them apart last season.
Why do you think they're going to
No,
bounce back?
I promise you, they've 100%. Like, it's not even to sound because they've lost their aura. Like, people, teams
They
do not
have.
fear them. Like,
Scared of
when teams go to the Etihad anymore, they're not sitting back like their life depends on it. They actually think, like, you know what, like, if we actually try and score a goal here, we probably will.
Guys, Club World Cup. Why are they getting knocked out by Al Hilal?
Yeah,
I thought
I hear
that
that.
club. That's
Really,
what.
bro.
No, but that's
is
what.
that the logic we're using?
And their
The
goalkeeper's
logic
not great either.
The logic is they got all the signings in, and they're still showing vulnerability. Losing to Al Hilal, you shouldn't. If you're back, yeah. If you're saying I'm Man City, I'm back. We got all these new players. You don't get knocked out by Al Hilal, bro.
So then
I'm
why
sorry.
did
They're showing vulnerability.
Why did
Let's
Chelsea
happen,
beat
man.
PSG then?
Because
If we're
Chelsea.
doing it based off that. Why was Corinthians or Flamengo, whatever flipping team? Why were they in the semi-finals of the Club World Cup? Come on, man.
Okay, that's
we
fair,
can't use that
that's
as a
fair.
metric.
Because
if we're being honest.
Brazilian teams are like some proper football teams. Like,
They're good.
Yeah, there's some
They're
serious
actually
teams out in Brazil. They just play a completely different
Yeah,
style
I
to
know.
Europe.
It was-
Flamengo
it's
got knocked out by
mental.
Bayern Munich, and it was a good game. Like, they didn't
Yeah,
get battered.
yeah.
Fluminense went out to Chelsea, but Fluminense are probably genuinely, as someone who like keeps up to date with it, I'd say Fluminense are probably the worst out of the Brazilian teams that qualified, and they made it the furthest. I'd say they're the worst team, but they actually made it the furthest, surprisingly.
That's
It's
crazy.
crazy, man. I genuinely think they're still vulnerable. I think 4th place, but they'll get decent points. It'll be like high 70s, maybe. 80s.
I'm just not on that wavelength whatsoever, bro. If I'm being honest, I think people are forgetting. Yes, you said, for example, they lost their aura. I disagree. I still think a lot of times last season there were teams that were coming to the Etihad and didn't want to 100% go all out attacking.
What? Yeah, Southampton.
No, yeah. What I'm saying is, like, overall, I think when you look at Man City, you're forgetting that first of all they still have the same manager. Although they are having a transitional period, they're probably getting rid of the goalkeeper, getting in the new midfielders. The quality they're bringing in on top of the squad depth they already have is a joke. Guys like Doku have been amazing this season. Savinho, I think, still can offer more. Guys like Marmoush, they signed in January. Haaland, all of these guys. You add that on top of an absolute flipping freak of a mastermind in Guardiola. On top of the fact that now they've patterned the defence. Ain't Nuri's class. You've got Gvardiol and Diaz.
Is Ain't Nuri class?
He's brilliant. Brilliant player.
We'll see.
Brilliant player.
I see that as a vulnerability.
I know Noni's got something.
I'm looking at the Manchester City defence and I'm going down.
100%. It's not what it used to be.
He's techie.
No,
he gives you a lot going forward.
You go down Nunes' side. He's not even a flipping right back.
See, that's what I mean. These are still.
But there you go. Both sides.
Who is their
I
right back
disagree.
going into next season? Nunes.
How many?
Come on.
They were playing John Stones to see them when they won the treble. They were playing guys like
They
Grealish
were
left
not
mid.
playing.
He plays
in the system.
We played Marino up front last year. Was Marino our striker?
No, but
he
in
wasn't.
the-
But we
no,
played
but-
Marino there.
Yeah.
Oh, Nunez is your right back, and you're trying to tell me that they've improved. Come on, man.
Stones got the most flipping dribbles in a Champions League final ever, and he was playing CDM. He was, whether you like it or not.
Okay,
he
cool.
was.
So where you putting them then?
Come on.
So where you putting them?
They play people at stupid positions. They're playing Gundogan in the sixth.
So where
they're
you putting
second
them?
place.
Go back it then. Where you putting them?
I'm putting them second.
You're putting them second in the
Yes,
league?
I'm putting them second. They've
Okay,
shown their intent in the transfer
think
window.
there's two
I think
teams
we'll
that are
forget that
just
this is Manchester City.
And you said
who
fourth?
won 5 of the last 6 Premier League titles.
And you think they're
The
finishing?
most dominant
Sure,
Premier League
fourth,
team we've
fourth.
seen.
Okay,
They're
cool.
second in my eyes, right?
Oh, well, I said second as well.
Yeah, well,
Fair enough.
On your way, mate.
yeah, I'm about to say it didn't seem like it. I was thinking,
But for a different reason, because there are just better teams.
yeah, I mean, I don't want them to win necessarily, but I can't like people need to put respect on these guys' names, man. If anything, one team that is allowed to have an off year in the entire league is City. Come on, man. Like,
Yeah, they're gonna have
really.
2 off years, mate. That's what I'm saying.
We'll see.
All right, we're gonna go in table order, so we're gonna go with the beloved Arsenal. It's a bit
Wait,
interesting
no,
now.
wait, no, we're top of the league right now.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah,
So-
yeah.
so
Is
we're
there no
still-
AFC Bournemouth?
No, we
or-
save us till last. No, we're actually top right now.
So do you want to go straight to Liverpool?
Yeah, we'll start with Liverpool. Yeah.
So we'll talk about Arsenal. Let's be honest, yeah. It's looking a bit interesting. You know, there's a couple slots available on both of you guys'. Same with ours. So do you know what? I'm actually going to start with Dylan. Since you have City second and I believe Chelsea fourth.
This is interesting. This is really interesting.
Dylan White,
This is really interesting.
where do you have Arsenal?
Okay.
As of July the 20th, 2025, where do you have
First
Arsenal?
or fourth?
So I don't want to go off on a.
No, first
I don't want to
or
go off
third.
on a monologue here and talk for ages. But last season, or the season before last, sorry,
23, 24.
we finished 1 point off City, 2 points off City. It was a good team that year, decent. I think last season we were on track and we were going to win it. We could have won it again. Oh, not again, sorry. We could have won the league,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Yeah. We had the stuff there to win the league, and we've not lost anything. We haven't lost to Saliba, we haven't lost Saka. I feel like we had the squad there to win it last season, or to give it a good go. I think we would have outdone Liverpool in the end with a full strength team for the whole year. We were just extremely unfortunate with injuries and decisions and XYZ. This year, with what we're looking like we're going to bring in, on top of what we already had and the system we already had, I do back us to win the league. I back us to win the league.
4 times the charm.
4th time's the charm. I do back. I genuinely do back us to win the league. The issue is, can everyone stay fit? Are we going to get these players over the line that we're still waiting on? It's genuinely a case of can we finalise those deals? Because once we've got Gyökeres through the door and Eze through the door, I can genuinely hand on heart say, yeah, I believe we'll win the league. And then maybe that's because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I think we can win the league.
Fair. So you have Arsenal first.
I'm going to put Arsenal top of the league because, like I said, I genuinely think we would have won it last year if we didn't have the calamity that we did just off the pitch. It was
Do
just
you not think we actually done really well considering the circumstances we had
I
last
think
year?
position-wise,
Finishing
yeah.
second place with all those injuries, with
Yeah.
Mikel Merino as our striker.
I
We
mean, yeah,
finished second place. Not a lot of teams do that.
I'd say yes, but we were knocked out of the FA Cup in January to the worst United
embarrassing
team of all
fashion.
time, who had 10 men on the pitch.
Yeah,
And there's no excusing that if you're looking at trophies. So
To counter that,
I can say league position wise, I think we did really well to hold second place and not
place.
fall below second place.
Champions League semi-final.
And I think when I think at the time I didn't show PSG really the respect they deserved because of what we'd obviously done to them in the group stage already. I think it was once they'd beaten us, people really realised that, hold on, yeah, they are actually
very
sick.
good.
Like, I don't even think they were they favourites going into the final.
Going into the final.
Were they favourites
against Inter?
Against
They
Inter?
were favourites.
Yeah,
Bad.
They're probably our favourite.
But no, do you not remember that Inter Barca semi-final? Watching that and going, whoever wins this game is winning the final. Because at that point, PSG, because I think it was what PSG did to Inter Milan that really showed.
Violation.
It showed. They are that good. Like after they beat Arsenal, I was like, this is a different. Yeah, we knew this is a different PSG team. But that was like, yeah. But no, regardless, like we did well. We did well to not get battered by PSG, basically, with the team we put out.
I disagree. I disagree with that, actually. I genuinely think.
What?
Call me crazy, man. I feel like we still could have beaten PSG. If Donnarumma,
No, of course.
If
of course,
Donnarumma
yeah, he
doesn't
was the
save that
difference.
shot
No,
from
I agree.
Odegaard,
Yeah.
the tie's alive.
Yeah,
I don't think
I agree.
PSG.
No, he was the
though.
difference. He was the
It's
difference.
a
He did though,
ridiculous
but he was the
save.
difference.
It's genuinely the best save
And
I've seen.
as they say, we did beat them on XG.
Exactly.
Like-
No, but I feel like
That's-
no,
we
because
can't
I
use that,
feel like
We didn't create enough.
no,
at all.
I
Well, we
feel
did,
like
because we
I feel like we
beat them
created enough to win the game. We did.
Okay.
We did. We really
that-
did, though.
okay.
Anyway,
the
that's
thing.
irrelevant, man. Look,
Yeah,
we didn't beat them. We
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
beat
We're
them.
still
Another
mourning,
day,
by the way.
another day.
Yeah, still mourning.
They are still
Yeah.
mourning. It should have been us.
I'll put them top. Go on, Wally. Back to you. Go on. I'll put them top. Where are we finishing next season?
Honestly,
Top, yeah.
third.
Oh, that's fair. Oh.
What I'm gonna do, yeah, from now on, yeah, I am
lower
no
your
longer-
expectations.
completely.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am not
I
getting
hear
my
that.
hopes up anymore. Honestly, yeah, genuinely. You look at if someone told me
not
that
wrong.
in the 22-23 season when we played some of the best football I've ever seen in my lifetime, if you tell us that's our transfer window 3 years later when we're meant to be winning Premier League, I would have slapped you in your face.
Yeah, what we've seen so far stinks. But,
No, let me-
but there
I'll
is
get to my
hopefully
point.
more to come.
I'll get to my point. When it comes to the likes of Liverpool, they know what it takes to get the job done. When it comes to City, they know what it takes to get the job done. When it comes to Chelsea, they know what it takes to win
Yeah, we
trophies.
don't know.
That squad.
We don't know.
We don't know. We
don't
can't
know.
get over
And
the
we're not
line.
giving ourselves the
We
best
can't
chance.
even do something as simple as not simple, but we can't even get to a final, bro. We can't even get past the
getting-
semi-final stage. When we're looking at that situation, how can you come to me after 3 years of heartbreak? I can't back
Because
that, bro.
I said
Sorry.
based off my reason that I think we were good enough. We had a good enough team to win it last year. We just got unfortunate, and I think we've added this year. But you know,
Yeah,
your opinion.
Yeah. Like I want us to. Don't get me wrong. I really want
really?
to, and I really want to back us, and I really want Arsenal to go over the line. But they have to show me that. They have to show me in the transfer window on the pitch why I should believe that. The football we played last season was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. It was
At times,
putrid.
at
No.
times.
Even when we had Havertz up top. Even with Saka before he got injured, the football was bad.
Yeah,
it was
at
bad.
times.
The way we were playing when we went down to 10 men, we just sat back and just gave up near enough every single time. It was terrible football. And it's a complete contrast to the 22-23 season. I just want us to play good football, get the players that we need over the line, and
we will win
actually get to at least a final or get to at least a cup competition and win something. That's what I want.
Go on, and over to you.
Let me give you if we sign Eze,
Sorry. One last thing that you said, about Saka. We haven't lost them. Technically, you could say they've gone weaker because they've had very bad injuries. It's not going to be like can't just throw them right into the deep end. You know?
Saka mentality monster, mate.
And Gabriel and all of these
man.
guys.
Saka's-
But
they're
go
good,
on,
man, they're
go
good.
on.
I was just gonna say, if we sign Eze and Gyökeres, do you still stand by Arsenal finishing third place?
I think we'd finish second place. I can't say we're gonna
Not for
win the
second
league.
place. No,
I
can't do that
can't, I
again.
can't, bro. I can't say it. What can I see? Have Gyökeres or Eze won a Premier League title before? No. Like I need players that know what it takes to get us over the line and that can get us over the line. That's what I want. So until I see that, I can't back us, bro. I'm bearing in mind, 23-24 I said first. Last season I said finishing first. It gets to a point, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It gets to a point,
gets
bro.
to a point.
They need to prove to me why we should win the league. So that's what I'm gonna say. That's just me. I'm being honest.
And you had
It
us
is
where?
fair. It is really fair.
Where did you have us?
First.
Sorry.
I'm delusional.
Sorry,
I'm just,
my
listen. It's been too long. Well, I hear your case.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It hurt me a little bit. It's
No,
like giving
I
me a
agree.
reality check.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna finish first. I don't know. It's hope.
First
It's
inshallah,
copium.
literally.
No, but to be fair, last season with all the injuries we had, with all the red card situations we've had, the lack of competition that Liverpool had, I think that changes this season. I think with the signings, we've never signed this many players in a transfer window since whatever.
Yeah, like in a long time.
Mascara,
Yeah, but you're saying about how many of
the players though that were
Madueke,
Yeah, it's the players that we're
Eze.
getting though.
We signed like 6 players under Emery. Like
I still
weren't great.
think.
Yeah, but
Other
exactly.
like
How
Torreira
how
and a few
good are
others.
the players we're
Yeah.
getting? Like
No,
Man City
but-
have already brought in that Reinders, Cherky, and who else did they bring in? Nori. There you go. Liverpool have brought in
I think
serious players in all their signings. So.
I think we don't need to sign that much higher level to take us to that next level.
That's
I
what
think we are
that's what I agree
almost
with.
there.
That's
So
what I agree with,
Gyökeres and Eze,
done.
that just tilts us into it because I feel like we're just below it.
Yeah.
Signing Gyökeres
Yeah.
and Eze, that tilts us over the edge because we've seen it. Second place. Those players
Should get you to first place.
They should just
Yeah.
tilt us to first place. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm hoping. Gyökeres gets you a 25 goal season. We haven't had that since Aubameyang. Right, and that's what we've been missing every season. We get an Eze, a maverick of a player, Madueke, another maverick of a player. These players, they force goals, they win you games, right? That's what we've been missing, and I think
Madueke?
Dylan, be honest.
Come on, man.
No, be honest. Madueke, as much as you might dislike him and whatnot, he's a maverick of a player in terms of
Can you
he'll
just
forget.
tell me what a maverick of a player means?
Like, they just say, forget the system. I'm gonna do my own thing. Gets you a goal out of nothing.
That's why he's failed at Chelsea, because that's what he does.
That's what we've been crying about though, because we've been complaining that sideways. None of our players are thinking outside the box. It's always just put the ball in the box, set pieces, whatnot. Players like Madueke, they give you that X factor in terms of I'm just gonna go out at my ones, slap it, it'll go in.
Okay.
We don't have that, and now we've added that into the system. We've added a Victor Gyökeres. It takes us to the next level, hopefully. This is
That's the thing. Hopefully,
partially
like,
divisional.
I don't think Arsenal are gonna have like necessarily a failure of a season. I think we will win the trophy this year, but I just don't think that trophy will be the Premier League. If you want to know what that trophy is gonna be, make sure you
Emirates Cup.
subscribe. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the point. Subscribe. Yeah, make sure you subscribe and tune in.
Too many watching and not subscribing.
Too
and liking.
many. What's the percentage?
So hold on, Sean.
Arsenal.
Where do I think Arsenal finish? I think.
So hold on, wait. You had Chelsea where?
I had Chelsea third.
Chelsea third, City
Fourth.
It's between 2 and 1.
So it's 1 or 2.
So I think that Arsenal finish
With Noni Madueke.
with Noni Madueke
Are you delusional?
Your brethren.
second.
Not again.
Fiddlesticks.
I can't do it. I swear to God, I can't see second again.
It can't go on like this, can it?
It can.
It's
It can.
a
I'm
problem.
not gonna lie. As of right now, I'm gonna say it. I'm not impressed. I've already said it online. I'm not impressed. I can't lie. Like, I'm happy to get Noni. Certain people don't like Noni. I'm happy to get Noni. But as of what I saw coming in, like the Norgard signing, that first of all pissed me. Yes, it's a replacement, but bro, like it's literally like when I said it online. It's like when your fucking like monitor breaks. You go into Curry's and you just replace it with the same monitor when you could get a new one as well. It doesn't make no sense. It's like we just gone out and got someone. Like till I actually see what this guy does. You play for my football club. We are not friends. I don't rate you.
You got to prove yourself. No, you got to prove yourself. You're playing for Arsenal. You got to prove yourself. You can't come in and be rated for no reason. Yeah, you got to prove yourself.
What I'm saying, like the players that we brought in right now, are they going to take us to the next level? I'm looking at City. I'm seeing what they're doing. I'm looking at what I'm waking up. I'm seeing stuff about Liverpool every single day.
Every day, bro.
Every single day.
Active,
It's like they've just found their wallet out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Like, I am tired.
Yeah.
They've got nothing to prove. They flipping won
They've
it.
got nothing to prove.
Yeah.
And I said it at the start. Everyone was telling me, "Oh, they're getting their transfer business done because they're going." No, it wasn't even that they had anything. They weren't in a Club World Cup, and they started literally as the transfer window opened.
Yeah.
What were we doing?
Yeah, that's the problem. And I guess Liverpool are the last team to talk about it. I guess they're just really.
They've recruited
Yeah.
like crazy.
Yeah.
As we're making this video, they just signed Ekitike today for 95 million euros.
Euros, yeah. Whatever that's in pounds.
Unbelievable footballer, in my
Something silly,
opinion. They could potentially sign Rodrigo. I'm seeing a lot of links for
Yeah, I've
Rodrigo.
seen
So
about that as well.
they
That-
could
yeah, that
genuinely.
would-
Hold on, guys.
What? Are they
They
still using the
could-
Coutinho money for this? Like, what's
They
going
could,
on here?
bro.
Yeah,
I'm
who-
telling you
who
right
they
now.
sold,
They
like-
could have an attack with Florian Wirtz in the 10, Salah right wing, Ekitike up top, linking with the play, and Rodrigo.
And the mad thing is, look at the depth.
Gravenberch and McAllister.
Szoboszlai,
Aye.
Elliot, Diaz, Chiesa, guys you could bring off the bench. Really bringing off.
Frimpong
Raheem
Kirkes
Sterling.
bombing up and down.
Yeah, it's dark, man. It's dark.
I might have to change my first play.
Yeah, it's dark. It's dark.
Is it a disaster if they don't win it though?
Good
Is
point.
is
They've
it?
spent all this now. If they don't win it now, is it a disaster?
Yeah.
No,
Honestly, it is a good question.
No.
Okay,
No,
I
it's
feel
not.
like
Yes, no, it is.
They are
It's not a
favourites.
disaster.
It is a disaster if they don't win.
It's not a disaster.
No,
It's
Ekatike. So what? So they spent 150 on Verts or something. Let's say, okay, they're gonna have a 300 million plus window.
Yeah.
they're already
but
on
then-
270.
They're going to have a
Something
200
like
million
that.
plus window. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Winning the league and then spending that much and then not winning it again, considering the Premier League was the only thing they won last season as well. If
Yeah.
they don't, the expectation is them to win it again. But obviously they won't get the same treatment Arsenal do for coming
No,
second.
okay, but like, what if they win the Champions League? Like, that's the thing with these sort of teams like Liverpool and Chelsea. Like, they may not win the Premier or another team, but they'll go ahead and win another competition.
Yeah,
I
no-
could see Liverpool going and win the Champions League with all of those signings.
No, yeah,
And then
no,
that's not a failure of a season.
No,
So-
I agree. No, that wouldn't be a failure, but we're talking about the Premier League top four. So yeah, it's a
that's
failure.
fair.
Premier
That's
League
fair.
wise, it's a failure.
It's
if
a
they
Premier
don't
League
win it.
failure of a season, but I just don't see that happening. I'll just start.
So where would you put them then?
First. I
Think
mean,
they're gonna win
they've
the
got, yeah. I mean, you were talking about why you like Maresca in terms of how tactically he tweaks everything. I think Slot's one of the best managers I've seen in terms of changing things immediately, and that's one thing I've said a lot about Arteta. Something that he can improve on, and I love Arteta. I'm not this Arteta or whatever, but that's something that he's needed to improve on for a long time. And Slot has got that. He has that. And if you look at, for example, the transfer when he had with Feyenoord, when he won in the league, when they weren't meant to, the season after he sold everybody, he still had a great season. That's not his squad. He won the league with a squad that wasn't his. You can talk about how bad Arsenal were, City were. There's a difference between
He's inheriting an unbelievable squad.
Who?
But-
Was he? Did Slot inherit an unbelievable squad?
no one had Liverpool
It's the
finishing
squad.
first.
It's the
That's
squad
the
Slot
point.
inherited better than the one that Arteta went into last season.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I disagree.
Oh,
I disagree.
yes.
I
Van
disagree.
Dijk, the great centre back of all
disagree.
time,
I disagree.
unbelievable season. Mohamed Salah just produced one of the great seasons in Premier League history.
Even guys like McAllister, Konate, Trent,
No,
Robertson.
I think you're underrating our team. I think going into last
Konate.
season, I don't think Slot inherited a better team than Arteta had.
So-
That was a team that had just finished.
Okay,
third.
so last season, Arsenal's squad, 25-man squad is better than Liverpool's 25-man squad.
Hold on. I got a question.
No,
I genuinely
think
Hold
it
on.
was.
No.
I want to know your thoughts on this one. If roles were reversed, if Slot was Arsenal manager last season with all the injuries we
That's a
had,
great question, actually.
everything we had, yeah, do you think Slot gets Arsenal second place and a Champions League semi-final?
I don't know. I guess Mikel Arteta knows the players and the squad. He has a lot more. He's been here for about 4 or 5 years. Slot would be coming in with a whole, obviously, new batch of players with less of an idea of what's going on. So I'd say no. But obviously, like I said, I think Mikel Arteta had the team for about 4 or 5 years before that came along.
but-
So he gets the gist. He understands his team a lot better than the new manager coming
Yeah,
in.
but even that logic doesn't make sense because this is what I was talking about as well. They have the mentality because they have players that have done it before that have gone over the line. Guys like Van Dijk, guys like Salah, they will smell blood and they will get that opportunity and they'll go. Who in our team is getting
we don't have-
28
Yes,
goals,
Declan Rice
17
won the Conference
assists?
League. Declan Rice won the Conference League, which Chelsea have told us is a major
is
trophy.
impressive.
Chelsea told us
Yeah,
it's a major
yeah,
trophy,
that's
and Declan Rice won that.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Best player in his team.
Madueke's
Two
won
years
it now.
ago.
He's with us. So,
Yeah.
Yo,
By the way,
does
we've
he
got-
low-key get
There's
the
bundles
Club
of
World Cup?
experience.
I mean, we should add the Club Cup in our trophy cup now, innit?
Mate, low key, like Madueke, that medal's going to be arriving
got a
his
medal,
sometime
actually.
this week.
Yeah.
Havertz, Champions League 2021.
Yeah,
Havertz,
Arsenal
Champions
as
League. I'm sorry,
Okay,
yeah,
I'll
we've
take
got
that.
an abundance of winning.
We got a lot of mentality.
Abundance of
Yeah.
experience,
Okay.
yeah. So obviously I've got Liverpool second, you've got Liverpool
Second.
first.
Second,
Second
yeah.
and...
First, I don't see why not.
But I think it's going to be a really good title race this
Yeah,
time.
so basically if they don't win it, it is a failure. Expectation is
Premier
that they're
League
going to win it again.
perspective,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
First.
But listen, that's ours. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments. Let me see your teams as well whilst you're down there. And whilst you're down there, if you still haven't subscribed after the flipping water break, we're going to have words.
Yeah.
Make sure
We
you
will have
like
words.
button as well. Or
Like
goal.
button as well.
Should we go
Let's-
for like goal?
Do you know what? I'm feeling cheeky. Let's go 100 likes. We're so close to 700 on Insta as well. Make sure you guys are over there. Nearly 400 on the TikTok. The growth has been mad over the past 2 weeks. Let's give a round of applause to the viewers who actually care. Let's do that as well.
And anyone that made it this far, how long have we been talking for?
Yeah, like 40 minutes.
Oh,
yeah.
40
We've been
minutes.
talking for 40
Guys
minutes.
been
So
asking for longer
if you've
videos.
made it this far, then yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
fair enough. You've been asking for it, so yeah. But hey, appreciate you guys. See you guys in the next one.